what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Kevin Newbridge, where we talk about mental health and and share our stories and advice and a lot of things that's not really talked about enough. My name is Kevin Davis, and today's guest is a new friend of mine I just met. Finally, we have been planning this for a while now. Life has been lifing lately, but he's a great writer, editor, friend, and he does a bunch of things don't know yet, so you want to find out right now. So let me please welcome you, Luka slash Eric.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
And also, my
Definitely.
apologies if I said your own pronouns. So my
No, you're
apologies.
good. I go he, him, he, they, them, whatever.
Got you. How you doing?
Good. Definitely getting in the spirit of Halloween since October's coming up, and well, it's here technically because
Here
it's the
now.
fifth. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely always go, and so it was nice to finally find the time to sit down and
Heck
record this
yeah.
with you.
Heck yeah. I see the Halloween background with
Yeah,
what's that? What's
I think it's a jack o'
what's
lantern. It's like a
yeah.
fireplace
I'm like,
thing that I had
yeah, I'm
going
like,
on.
what is? I'm missing the word. I'm like, what is that thing?
Yeah.
But yeah. Um. Well, finally, nice to meet you. Can you tell us
Same,
a
same.
little bit about yourself? Because I know you're an editor. You're also a writer, and I know you do theater with Augie.
Yes.
And I know you do a bunch of things. So let's tell us what you do.
Too much. Too much. So I well, just for starters, hi, I'm Luka or Eric. I have been writing for been a really long time. Probably since middle school. So I'm about to age myself so bad because a lot of the people that I hang around are a lot younger than me. Um
Uh,
that was what, at least 10, 15 years ago. It's been a hot minute since I started writing, but I do that. I am a singer. I am a performer. I've been classically trained. I had classical training for 2 years. I also am an amateur makeup artist and an amateur photographer. I do events and stuff like that just for whoever wants it. And I don't really discriminate. It's more of a thing of like, okay, if you want it done, okay. Just let me know when and where I have to be. Um, Yeah, that's
Man,
about it.
photographer. I love photography.
Yeah. That was something I
Wow.
picked up here recently. My mom is
Oh,
she's done it for a long time. And I had a friend this weekend, literally yesterday. She's like, "Hey, I don't have anybody to teachers for homecoming. Would you want to do it?" I was like, "I can try. Why not?"
wow. Well,
So that's just how that came about.
what made
But
you
I mean,
get into writing and makeup and everything?
writing, I don't know. That's always just kind of been something that I have done since I was in probably elementary school. And I started more so started taking it seriously in middle school, but like I've always been the type of person to delve into my own worlds, and it was a good distraction for a lot of stuff growing up because I was a
Mhm.
military kid. I don't know if
Oof.
Augie told you
Wow.
that. I was a military kid growing
No, no, she did
up.
not.
So yeah, I moved around a lot, and I
Wow.
really didn't have a whole lot of friends because every 3 years I would have to pack up and move again. So it was really one of those
Damn.
things that was a good outlet for me. And along with singing and music and theater, and those are really been the two things that have really stuck with me for
Mhm.
a long time. As of makeup and hair and the beauty industry, that really in high school when I started kind of exploring self-expression and finding other ways to express myself. I do glam makeup, I do FX makeup, I do anything I can put on my face or my body, it's probably going to happen. Because there
Wow.
was a while that I was exclusively doing FX makeup and doing like, I had countless amounts of bruises on my body that were not real, but I would just go into public with them and people were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just makeup."
Wow. Every 3 years. I know that took a toll on your mental. That
Yeah.
just this is a mental health podcast. Like, how did you have to deal with that? Like every 3 years you have to
Um.
move. Like that is crazy. I know that's
Yeah.
that's that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. It definitely
Like was
wasn't
you
easy.
like was you doing like anxiety, anger, like
A lot. But I mean, being as I was so young, it was just
yeah.
something that was normal to me. But I think a lot
Mm,
of the good majority of the issues that I have now as an adult
mhm.
stem from that instability. I was trying to find the word. The
Gotcha.
instability because for me, I can't sit in one place for too long when it comes to like
Uh,
I just moved back in with my parents really for
mhm.
financial reasons, but I don't stay at jobs very long because I get bored. I even in my personal relationships, I hop from person to person when it comes to friends. I really don't, not that I've dated a lot, but I
I
don't
got
really
you.
stay with the same guy for a whole long time. So it just is, it's, that's one of the worst things about it, but there's a lot of good that comes with it too. Because I've got to see parts of the world that most people around my age that are from the US have never seen.
Really?
For
Okay.
example, I lived in Germany for 3 years.
Holy
Um,
smokes.
yeah, I got to see
Whoa.
London. I
Oh,
got to
tell me more
see,
about that. That sounds crazy
yeah,
cool.
I
If
got
it's
to see
cool. I hope it's
London.
cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Okay.
all
Okay.
beautiful country.
Okay.
The culture is so different. Like you wouldn't think that it would be all that different, but it was so different.
Hmm.
The is different. The food was good. Like it wasn't like it's nothing to write home about. Like the how do I put this? Europeans are the reason why other cultures think white people can't cook. I will
Oh.
like it's good food. It just has no seasoning whatsoever.
Oh
I
my
see to
gosh.
them is
Okay.
paprika. Like that's where we're at. I'm like, dude, I am from the bottom of the boot, Cajun, Louisiana. This
Oh
dish ain't gonna cut it.
man. So you from the spicy side.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I live about an hour
Man.
from New Orleans and an hour from Baton Rouge. So I'm
Oh hell,
right
you
in the
in
middle.
between. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm way at the bottom of the boot. I live in the freaking boonies, bruh.
Man, I'm
Um,
jealous.
okay,
'Cause-
let me put it this way. Do you know what I'm trying to think of what it's called. Crap, I was about to make a reference and I don't even remember what it was. Oh, do you know what the show Swamp People is?
yes.
That's my hometown. That is where I live.
Holy smokes, seriously?
Yep. I think he was in season 2. Clint,
Uh,
that's my second cousin.
stop lying. Are
My
you
mom,
serious?
that's my mom's first cousin on her mom's side.
Dude, that is crazy. It's crazy how small the world is.
It really is.
That is crazy cool. Oh my
But yeah,
God. Okay. Okay, icebreaker. What's your
mhm.
favorite spicy food that you ever had?
um, that's hard because I like a lot of spicy food. Though it does not like me, I like it. Um, Probably anything Asian. Like Asian
Ooh,
spice just hits on a different level.
it really does. Oh my God, it really
Especially
does.
like that good Korean gochujang type of spice, dude. Like
You making me
me and
hungry. You just
Augie will
started
go
the
back and
show.
forth on
Dang.
this. Yeah, me and Augie will go back and forth on this, but any of the bulldog noodles is that's 9 times out of 10. If I'm eating ramen, that's probably what I'm eating.
I always butcher the names. So I love to say I just love the noodles because
Yeah, the
I
noodles.
suck at names. But if I go by spicy food, anything chicken for me,
That's
like my mom makes these things called the suicide wings.
hmm
I'm the only one in my family that access for them, and everybody like, "Are you crazy?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "Yes, I am." because I'm the only one that can really tolerate them. Everyone else
Hmm.
just their chest be on fire. I be munching like a bug, eating like three at a time. I'm like, dude, I'm having fun. I'm like, y'all weak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is I think she fries the chicken first
Hmm.
and layers it with hot sauce, and
Hmm.
then she bakes the chicken in the oven with the hot sauce on top of the fried chicken,
Ooh,
and then
that sounds
takes it
good.
out. And I think she puts another level of hot sauce on it and bakes it again. So it's like like a double decker hot
Double
sauce.
the the
Oh,
heat.
man, I asked her for my birthday, and she was like, "You serious?" I was like, "Yes, I am so serious. I want
Like
some
dead
suicide
serious.
rings." I was like, "I am full flat serious. I miss your suicide rings. I want some suicide rings." So she made a small stack for me and made fried chicken for everybody else.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
dude. And then there's
man.
so much good food here, and a lot of
Mhm.
it is seasoned really well. Well, depends on what part of Louisiana you're in. As long as you're in the
Gotcha.
lower part, you're good.
Uh, Okay,
Um,
okay, I got you.
but there's even going from the lower part of Louisiana to the top part of Louisiana, it's culture shock.
Really?
Yeah. So if you go from like Pierre Part where I am, that's a
Mhm.
lot of like your how do I put this? Like it's your traditional redneck Cajun coon ass type people.
Holy
Then you go
smokes.
up towards like Monroe and Alexandria. That's where you got all
Uh,
your bougie people that think they're better than everybody else.
oh wow, really?
Mhm. So you kind of gotta depending on you could be from there's people that I know from an hour away that have a completely different accent than I do, which I refuse
Interesting.
to believe that I have an accent, but everybody tells me I do. Tells me I do.
I don't know
Um,
how accents work, so I can't tell. So
but like for me, the way that I would say certain words, and then if you travel like an hour or two up the bayou,
mm,
people talk completely different. Because
interesting. Okay.
some people incorporate more French, some people
Mm.
are a bit more Western Southern, some are like it just depends on what part of Louisiana
Uh,
you're from.
that's interesting because I've always wanted to like travel to Louisiana just like to see how different it is,
It's
especially
definitely
Especially New Orleans because I'm a fan of the originals
mhm.
and the Vampire Diaries, and I know that's so much culture in New Orleans. Like
Oh,
I want to visit. That's one of my dream places is to visit is New Orleans, and I know I have some friends in Louisiana. Um, I think like closer to New Orleans area. I think I keep forgetting what part. But you're my
probably in
new
like
friend in
the
Louisiana, so I got
yeah,
another. I
probably in
got
like the Kenner or Metairie, Mandeville area if it's
another.
around uh New Orleans. But the one thing I will
Okay.
say is it's very dirty. Like
Really?
it, how do I describe it? It just depends on what area you're in too. Like
Okay.
there's the bigger city that's it's not quite as bad. It's just very busy. Um,
Mm,
but where you would really want to be
mm,
would be for like that rich culture would be down in Bourbon Street. One, if I can give anybody any piece of advice, do not go at night. Do not go at night because that shit is sketchy as frack.
oh,
Like,
really?
too many people get mugged, too many people get
Uh,
robbed.
oh God.
Yeah, you have to, you gotta be careful. But if you're staying in an
Duly
area,
noted.
if
Duly
you're staying
noted.
in a safer area, you should be fine. I've had friends that go overnight to Bourbon Street and are perfectly fine. It's just something to be cautious about.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think that's a cautious thing in pretty much everywhere now because
yeah.
people
There's
are crazy.
I'm telling you, you walk down Bourbon Street and it smells like nothing but weed and pee.
I'm walking away. I'm
Yeah.
walking away instantly. I am walking away. Um, Cause I was like, cause one of my friends that's in Louisiana, he said as soon as I get there, he's gonna make me some gumbo, like the spicy gumbo, for me
Ooh.
when I get there. I was like,
Hmm.
I freaking love gumbo. I haven't had gumbo since I was a kid, so I'm in, especially if it's spicy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be
Well,
drunk
and
on
it really
food.
just depends on who makes it.
Yeah,
Everybody,
that part, yeah.
it's a lot like, how do I put this? It's a lot like macaroni and cheese, for example. Every family
Hmm.
makes it differently.
Yep, yep.
Because, like, the way that I
I've
make
had,
it
yep.
is the way that my mom taught me, and the way that my mom learned was from her dad. But
Mm-hmm.
the way that I make it isn't the same way that my roommate used to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's by family. Because even with, let's see, there's a lot of things here that it's made different family to family. That there's jambalaya that's made differently. The pastala is made differently. Even down to smothering chicken is different. Like,
Really, that's interesting.
there's so many people. Like, I make
Huh.
it different to my dad,
Mm.
but I mean, my dad doesn't like to put spices in his food, but that's beside the point.
Oh,
But
oh boy.
yeah, no, it's so different from even to person because it's a matter of words I cannot think. It's a matter of preference.
Ah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I understand completely. I understand that completely.
but
Um, well,
speaking of,
I look forward to visiting Louisiana though.
yeah, definitely come on down because we have a lot of culture and a lot of different types of people. You just have to be very extremely careful with some of them.
Duly
Because
noted, because especially as an introvert, I don't go out as much like
yeah,
that. So,
no, it's even because Augie got to come down and visit, and I
oh,
got to bring them
nice.
around Pierre Part, and I got to bring them around the town that I used to live in.
Hmm.
And yeah, I will say it's probably better to come during, like, I would say fall, but that's not really a season we have here. We just have hot as fuck and cold as fuck. Um,
Sounds about right. Sounds about the same as here. Just yeah.
um,
The
but
world's bipolar.
probably around the March, April area because it's not too hot, but it's
Mm.
not like cold, cold.
My favorite weather
That
is
would
cold.
probably be the
I'm
best
weird.
time. Just I would not recommend coming anywhere near the end of July or early August because you will
Because
melt.
oh god, that's a headache. Oof.
Yeah, no, this summer we had gotten up to I think it was 109. It was bad.
109?
109. It was
Oh my
bad.
god.
It was hot. Thankfully, I work inside, but
Yeah.
we have
Oh Lord
people that work
Jesus.
for our company that do work outside. I'm like, y'all gotta be freaking dying out there. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god. Well, duly noted about that. Jesus Christ. Um, I want to switch gears.
Yes.
When we was go back to early when you was talking about you was exploring yourself in like high school with the makeup. You was high
Mm,
school, right? You said you was
yeah, it
done.
was high school.
Um, I was like, I became a mental health advocate as a person that was bullied my entire life from
Mhm,
elementary, middle, high school. Um, I grew up with anger issues, depression, anxiety. I had those type of suicidal thoughts. I'm not afraid to
mhm.
admit now.
Yeah.
Um, and the way I got through it was my mother.
Mhm,
And I grew up in a household full of women. I had no father figure. Like I have like father figures, but they weren't full time around me.
mhm,
So I was kind of trying to balance like what a man is, or like how am I supposed to be a
mhm,
man when I'm around so much women.
mhm,
And so like I blame my mom, I blame my sister, I blame my grandmother for shit because I was angry. I was dealing with emotions I didn't know how to
mhm,
handle. And the way I got through them is it's through writing actually.
Mhm.
Even though I hated writing with a passion. I'm pretty sure you saw when I told Augie the last episode about writing is my therapy. Yeah, now I'm gonna tell you that I hated writing, especially in school. We had to write them freaking papers. Oh my god, man! But my teachers saw my writing and gave me encouragement, saying that I have a gift in writing, and they was
Mhm.
pushing me higher to a higher, more professional level. And I'm like, me have a gift in writing? I freaking hate writing.
It's always
And
the
my
things that you hate that you are the best at.
funny thing is, that's what my mom said. That's what my mom told me. She said, my mom literally told me, if you think about it, the thing you hate the most, you're really good at. And of course, I tried to brush it off. I'm saying, nah.
Mhm.
And then high school comes around. They're like, you're really good at writing. I'm like, fuck.
God damn it!
They're like, ah,
We're gonna state this shit.
ah. and like I was called weird. I was called ugly. I was called some lame other shit that I don't even really remember now because it was really pathetic.
Mhm.
And and one, and I was like, I got to the point. I was like, I really don't give a crap. You can call me whatever you want. It really doesn't bother me anymore. Because one, I know I have a purpose that I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm like, and plus, high school and school is temporary. I'm like, this think you so cool and all. This is temporary. When you get to real life, it's a good luck if you're gonna keep that mindset, right?
Mhm.
And I really got into writing because I read my mom's first murder mystery book before it's not published just yet because she's
Mhm.
revamping it right now. But when I tell you reading that book, I was reading all day long. I got done in a day because I could not put that book down for the life of me. And I
Mhm.
got mad when people called my name when I read that book because it was so freaking good. And I was like, I want to challenge myself and see if I can do this.
Mhm.
And because I fell in love with horror, I fell in love with
Mhm.
fantasy. I'm a Disney kid, by the way. I'm a Nickelodeon kid.
Me
I'm
too.
a awesome. um, like Cat Dog, Keenan and Kel, Wizards of Waverly Place, That's So Raven, Hannah Montana,
Lizzie
for
McGuire, even
Lizzie
Stevens.
McGuire, even Stevens. See, you're getting it. And so I was like, I'm back then I was like, I just watched TV, but as I got older, I realized that I am a nerd, and being a nerd actually can be a career.
Mhm.
And like I got inspired by different authors like Stephen King, R.L. Stein, James Patterson, um, some other authors I can't think off the top of my head. um, and my mom, obviously, that's my first inspiration from authors. And so my first book, I started out like trying to write a story about my life.
Mhm.
I wrote it, I published it, but I took it down like a year or two later because that was more I needed to do with that book because as life goes on, you learn a lot more about yourself.
Mhm.
And so I took that book down. I'm reworking it now. I'm actually picking it back up finally because I'm in a better atmosphere, in a better
Mhm.
mindset now because I can actually confidently write out how I felt, how I feel now, where I was, where I am now, and
Mhm.
why I started certain things, right?
Mhm.
And so in 2020 when COVID happened, I'm already an in-house person. I'm a homebody. That's where I'm already a homebody. So
Mhm.
I'm in the house all the time. But I want to do something different. So I got into comics. That's when I didn't grow up on comics, but because I didn't know comics existed.
Mhm.
Like I knew Marvel and DC because of their movies and shows and like the
Mhm.
animations. And I found out they were comics in 2020. I was like, wait, there was a different medium before the movies and show. Like, what the heck? And then that's when I found out about Hellboy as a comic book
Ooh.
from Dark Horse. I was like, what the heck is this Dark Horse? And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a comic from like IDW. I was like, dude,
Mhm.
where the hell are these publishers coming from? And then I learned about independent comic ah independent companies like
Mm.
Black Sands Entertainment, Ace Blade, Va- Valiant Comics, or whatever the hell they pronounce it.
Valiant? 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 I know who
Valiant,
you're
Valiant. You know what I
I
mean.
gotcha.
So I was like, interesting, and so I started buying like independent comics. Like if you can see myself like diagonal from me, I have a lot of comics now.
Mhm.
Independent, by the way, because I don't buy the Marvel and DC comics. I buy the independent
Mhm.
physicals. I really like the digital Marvel and DC.
Mhm.
And I studied for like a good few years before I started writing a comic script because I was like, I have to write a comic script. I was
Mhm.
like a movie screenplay, and I asked like for advice. He's like, basically, yeah, but it's in panels and not like a
Mhm.
straight line down. Right? So you have to write
Mhm.
panel, and you have to be very descriptive to the T, so an artist can know what you're visioning.
Mhm.
And I took my time studying it, studying the craft of comic making because I didn't want to jump into something I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah,
Because you can lose money instantly from doing just
very
jumping
fast.
into something, and so and I also have to figure out what story I want to tell. Like
Yeah,
what's my craft?
exactly.
Um what's my strong suit? And I
Yeah.
found out horror and fantasy are my strong suits.
Mhm.
And I wrote my first comic, Arcfire. That's my first main series right now. It's Arcfire. And I base Arcfire on myself because the main
Mhm.
character is Theo Arcfire, who has no memory of who he is. He's on a journey trying to figure out the truth of if he's really the last of his kind of the Arcfire heritage, and why and how did he get to Earth because he's not from Earth.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like so the first issue is like science fiction action adventure. Issue two is leading to the horror science fiction,
Mhm.
and as the series goes, it's gonna have science fiction, horror, action all together. So I'll
Mhm.
try to like some doing like different genres in one series because I want to like
Yeah.
ground it. I want to ground it, but also have fun with it because I don't want to make it too dark, but at the same time, it will get a bit dark for
Mhm.
storytelling reasons.
Mhm.
And I actually asked somebody who read my comment. I said, "Do you think Michael Theo could be like my Superman of my universe?" And they said, "That's possible. Yeah." It's like
Mhm.
interesting. And now I actually just released issue two. Getting the final pages formatting so I can fulfill
Mhm.
those that bought it so far. And I also got to the point where I was like really tired of, like the Hollywood reboots, and
Mhm.
it was like draining with no
Always
originality.
new.
And I'm like why do I need to wait on somebody when I can just do the shit myself? I'm like it's gonna
Exactly.
take some time, but I'd rather do it myself than wait on somebody from these corporations.
Do
These
it for you.
outdated I'll call them the outdated old farts in these corporations that have no creative bone in their bodies. They're just taking money from these amazing artists
Yeah. Mhm.
and just doing whatever, right?
Yep.
And I actually got into voice acting as well when I worked with the independent film studio. So I did my first voice acting. So I want to get I want to get my voice fully trained more so I
Yeah.
can like really get into voice
Yeah.
acting. Especially I want to play a creature actor. I know I'm weird. I don't know why,
Those are
but I just
fun.
because let me tell you a story right quick. My sister, right?
Mhm.
For some reason, I end up scaring her without trying.
Mhm.
Like I'm literally just walking to the kitchen, minding my business, right?
Mhm.
She has her headphones in, turns around, and jumps. I was like, "Girl, I just walked in. Like, what is
Mhm.
wrong?" And she's like, "Dude, I didn't freaking sense you or feel you coming or even hear your footsteps. Why are you so silent?" I was like, "I was just walking."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'll probably be a good scare actor." And funny this, my sister is actually a scare actress. She did scare acting in college. And I was like, if we both got hired for as scare actors, she'll be the loud one because she has the voice. I'm the silent version.
Mhm.
So like you can hear her, but I'm like I'll be creeping right behind you, like
Mhm.
not knowing.
Just
Like
all of a sudden you feel the hand creep up on your neck
yeah,
and you're like,
exactly, exactly. And I was like, and I'm honestly really thinking about getting to applying like to be a scare actor. because for my birthday, my sister took me to a paranormal circus. It's called the
Ooh.
Paranormal Circuit, and watching their performances really inspired me more. And I was like, I would love to learn how they do this in and out because I have a background of being like activity support member where I build the sets and break them down. And I love getting my hands dirty, so I'm good
Mm-hmm.
at like creating and crafting. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
love to learn that craft and like especially get on the road with them and learning from them and like seeing
Mm-hmm.
how this circus work.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that really inspired me and it inspired stories I want to tell, like a horror circus comic and even novels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And and also I'm telling you so I can switch back to my mental health.
Yeah.
And this is kind of how I kind of like um got over I got over my mental health issues is by exploring different outlets because
Mm-hmm.
even in my stories I try to put like a message of about mental health just to bring some awareness to it
Mm-hmm.
some way
Mm-hmm.
because I always want to put a message in like you're not alone. It's
Yeah.
okay if you're in this. It's okay if you're
Yeah.
in this what's the word in this
Situation or position.
yeah situation position, but don't dwell on it because you will go
Exactly.
down this path. Like if you look at this character dwell on this, and he or she is going down this
Mm-hmm.
path. But if you overcome it, you can actually be a better version of yourself. You know what I mean? And so I try to put that in all everything I write. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
write poetry to get things out of my get I like to get things out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I even turned some of my poetry into illustrations. Like I
Mm-hmm.
legit write a poem and send it to my artist. I'm like, reading this poem, what do you see as an illustration? And they see me a full sketch of it. I'm just like, finish it because I'm going to post it and write
Mm-hmm.
and they describing what it is. And so that's why that's why I start like my hard clothing brand is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that it's called like the Kevless effect. So it's like it's hard, some anime hard designs, like and it's just some more illustrations that's gonna represent mental health on it on the designs
Mm-hmm.
too. I can't wait to get those from my other artist. He's working on them right now. Um, so I do like a lot of different things, trying to like not to dwell on emotions because life happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh no, 1000%.
I'm like all the time, and so that's why I started my publishing company. That's why I started my magazine. Is I started my magazine because I want to like
Mm-hmm.
it's so my magazine is a lifestyle comic culture horror magazine
Mm-hmm.
where you can read about getting advice about if you want to join a comic industry, you get the do's and don'ts.
Mm-hmm.
There's like horror comics, horror fantasy comics,
Mm-hmm.
in the magazine, and there's like mental health articles in the magazine too.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to balance it out because because I want you to have fun reading the magazine, but also be knowledgeable that
Mm-hmm.
this stuff does happen, but also have fun. So I was like,
Exactly.
and I interview other creators for the magazine and showcase them, and like it's kind of like my marketing of them, trying to market other people, not just me.
Yeah.
So that's why my magazine's Kevysie International
Mm-hmm.
magazine, Kevysie International.
Mm-hmm.
And you can check out my work on keviside.com,
Mm-hmm.
KEVISYDE.com, if you want to check that out. All right, I think you did actually. I think I sent you. I
Did
think you
because
did.
we had a conversation about I'm trying to think of what it was. It was something with the actual website itself and the mechanics of how it worked.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, with the transition of how you have everything laid out on there,
yeah, there we go.
it's
Yeah,
so smooth.
yeah.
Just everything transitions really well.
Oh yeah.
Everything kind of just it's visually very nice to look at.
Thank you so much because I've been learning web design a bit because I design my own websites,
Hmm.
and I was like, that's why I was very you encouraged me with your feedback. I was like, thank you so much because I was like, is this good enough? Because I'm like I
It is.
like it's hard making a website
Oh
and
no,
making
I
it.
don't doubt it.
I was like. dude, I'm like, I need somebody else's eyes on this. So I'm like, I'm not gonna send it to Augie or Katie because I'm like, I need someone that's outside of my circle that I don't know as much yet. So I sent it to you because we just met. And I knew you were very raw and honest. So I was like, can you please check out my website? Let me know what you think.
Yeah,
And when you
I
said that,
have.
like, and your reaction, when I say your actually made my day, I'm just like, you built my confidence on web
That's
designing.
awesome.
And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
no,
thank you so freaking much.
I have a reputation of being very honest and very blunt, even if it is
Me
sometimes what
too.
people do not want to hear. I'd rather
Yeah.
sugarcoat it because at the end of the day, how are you going to improve if
Hmm.
you don't hear things that are sometimes hard to hear? That's
Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm raised old school, so I'm like, my sister can tell you that I'm unapologetic. Like she flat out said,
mhm.
"You're very unapologetic." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, you tell your mind." I was like, "Oh shit, I do." Not sorry. Uh,
It is what
um,
it is,
yeah, yeah. Um, and
and
so
that's
and oh,
it's definitely a quality not a lot of people have nowadays. They
yeah,
are
yeah.
very what's the word? They're very much what can I do to fit in? What can I do
Mhm.
to blend in? What can I do to people please? That's the word that I was
That
looking
was
for. They're
literally
very much
me.
people pleasers.
That
Me,
was li- that was that's how I started out is trying to fit in and with people
yep.
and from
That's
elementary school to into high school and everyone just pushed me away. I was like,
mhm,
why the hell y'all so mean to me? I'm like the nicest person here. Like what the hell? And
mhm,
then I realized I'm not like them. They do stuff I don't do.
mhm,
And I realized I'm very different. And growing up, I had to realize I'm very different. And trying to fit in with somebody is actually not a good idea because you
mhm,
because I ended up in the wrong crowd.
mhm.
I actually almost went to jail in middle school.
Well,
Yeah.
not
Um.
good.
Yeah. Because one, I stole from my family. Like I stole money from my family, and I stabbed a kid in his hand for talking about my mom.
Well, you should have been talking about your mama.
Exactly. And plus, I was still dealing with depression and anger
Yeah,
issues, so that really ticked me off.
yeah.
Uh, and I was like in school. The principal put me like in school suspension for like 3 days,
Mhm,
but I
mhm,
only went there one day because the next day I was going to go back to into in school suspension. The principal came to my room and said, "You do not have to go because I know you're a good kid.
mhm.
You just have to get control of your emotions."
Yeah, you just got to get
And
yourself straight.
yeah, I'm like literally everyone knew me. Like all the teachers knew who I am. They's like, "That's a good kid. He's just having a lot going on."
Kind of
So
just
they,
washed away a little bit.
yeah, yeah, and they just switched me into a different homeroom so I wouldn't be around the others. You know what I mean? And the other way I kind of dealt with my mental health is like I wrote characters based on bullies in my life and horror stories, and I just killed them all.
I mean, look, can't say nothing. I've done it too. Been there, done that.
Man.
Wrote the book on it.
Oh
Almost
yeah.
quite
Oh my god.
literally.
Oh my god. Because literally, my mom literally told me, get a journal, get that crap out of your head, and get that crap out of your heart. Because she literally said, because I'm not raising a hurt man. Because you're
Nope.
not gonna go, especially when I start getting into relationships. She's like, you're not gonna hurt no woman when you get. I'm not raising no type of abusive man, no controlling man, but a man of integrity, a man of honor, and a man of respect.
Mhm.
And when I tell you that, that's still in my heart to this day,
Mhm.
and that's why, as you can tell, my voice is very low. My
Mhm.
my voice is naturally low because I don't talk as much.
Mhm.
And because plus I'm just laid back like that.
Mhm.
I don't like to yell. Like I would raise my voice so you could hear me,
Mhm.
but I don't like yelling. I just like peace, smooth, and just. vibing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like, dude, people actually tell me that my voice calms them, and I was like, how?
Hmm.
And it's like you're like your voice is so soft and soothing, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, cool. I don't know how to respond to that. I was like, that, I'm like, and I was
Yeah.
like, cool with that, because I don't want to seem. I'm like, even though I am nonchalant, but I'm not as nonchalant as I used to be.
Hmm.
But I
It's a
always
thing
think, like,
like just trying to take the compliment, but not.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like take the
yeah,
compliment, but not like overtake the compliment. You know?
yeah. Because one thing about me, yes, I'm very humble. I don't take compliments like that very well
Hmm.
because I don't want to like get. Because I always try to keep myself from trying to get from not getting. I'm trying to keep myself from getting the ego. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't fool my words. Uh, like, because I had an ego when I was younger,
Hmm.
and now I'm just like, wherever God leads me, I will go and I will follow and I
Yeah.
will listen.
Exactly.
I'm a big believer. I tell everybody I'm a big believer of God,
Hmm.
but I'm not. But I'm not the one that's gonna like hit you with the Bible.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna throw the Bible in your face. I'm going to tell you my
Mhm.
story and why I believe, why I'm a believer.
Exactly.
I was like, when people say, "Are you a Christian?" I was like, not in a sense of mankind Christian,
Hmm.
because I don't follow the, because as you can see, a lot of Christians like they blast you in your face. It's like they
Hmm.
condemn you so freaking fast.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, that's not God's way. God does not condemn you at all. And God
God.
gives you when God
Yeah.
gives you the choice if you want to believe him or not. He's not going to
Exactly.
force anything on you. Like
Exactly.
that's and also if they read the Bible literally says that.
Hmm.
He said the
I
Bible said
feel like
treat
they
your
should read the book instead of just trying to throw it at people.
like you.
Because if they would
Literally
read it, then they would know what the text actually says, rather
exactly.
than just being like, "Oh, well, I think God said this. I think God said this." No, like read the book. You'll know what he said
Exactly.
if you read the book. And even
Exactly.
then, I've talked to my mom about this,
Mm,
and me and her were having a conversation about it, and she's like,
mm.
"I've read the Bible multiple times, and I get something new out of it every time. It's all about
Same. That's what I mean. My mom. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. So, finally, someone that actually understands. But yeah, I'm like, that's because
there's
you. I'm like,
so many things when it comes to religion that
yeah.
are so misconstrued,
Oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
Lord, that's a whole conversation that I could go
Whole
for hours
conversation.
about
Oof,
because
man,
it's
that's like 5 episodes of this podcast.
no, it just is a thing of there's so many people that pick and choose what they want to believe out of the Bible instead of
Exactly.
viewing it as a whole. And
Hmm.
even then, there's a reason why God gave us free will. He wanted
Hmm.
us to choose to love him. He wanted us to choose that life for ourselves. He's not gonna like just be like, "Oh, you didn't make the right choice. Here's like you don't get free will anymore."
Right.
It's gave
Right.
it because originally he made the angels to love him, but the
Hmm.
reason why he made us was because he wanted us to have that choice.
Hmm.
Um, or at least that's what I understood.
Hmm.
Um, it just there's a lot of very hateful people that like to use the Bible as an excuse to continue to be hateful and heinous and not live in a very peaceful manner.
Agreed.
That
Agreed.
is
It's
the nicest way that I can say that.
yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And so when I explain people, I always say I'm a believer because even in the Bible, God doesn't call people Christians. He says believer. So I'm
Exactly.
just like I'm a believer. I'm not your man-made Christian.
Mm-hmm.
because religion is man-made. God didn't create religion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, humankind created religion to separate people. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
it's like literally. You can see it now. How people just bully each other. I'm saying, from like being Christian or being Muslim or being Jewish or,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, whew, Jesus Christ. I'm like,
A lot.
and that also takes a toll on your mental too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm
And
saying these,
a lot
and I'm
of
like, oh, you can
you
go.
have to. How do I word this? For me, growing up, religion was something that was never easy. Beings
Mm,
that, in the eyes of most Christians, I'm an abomination as a gay man. That was something for a very long time that I like. Why would I want to be a part of a community that views me that way? But it's not cut and dry like that. It really isn't.
mm,
And it took a while of me kind of finding my way back into my love for God and my love for the Bible and for Jesus and for all of that because I died. I'll be the first one to tell you I fell off the wagon real bad. Like I
mm,
for a very long time didn't want to believe because of all of these very hateful people. But in coming back into it and really focusing on my belief and focusing on what more so what I'm reading rather than what people are telling me. And
mm,
that can go from person to person. That's not just gay people. That's not just whomever. It
mm,
read, do your research, read, and form your own opinions. Like it's not. There's so many people that get chased away because there are so many people trying to shove the Bible down their throats that they don't take the time to actually educate rather than just being like, oh, well, you're doing that and that's wrong. You need to read the Bible and fix that. It's not that cut and dry. Because
mm,
if you, for me personally, if you believe that the Bible is a justification for being a hateful person, then you yourself need to read the Bible and fix yourself
mm,
because that's not what, or at least what I believe God would have wanted.
mm,
It's legit said in the Bible that we should all love each other, and it's not our place to judge each other. And like, I'll be the first one to tell you, you do what you got to do. That's not my business.
mm,
That's your business. Your business can stay over there as long as you don't involve me in it. Do what you want to do. Do what you got to do.
mm.
Not my business.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it was something that for a very long time I struggled with because it was a thing of why be in a community that I didn't feel wanted me there.
Mm,
But you have to, with that type of thing, you have to do your research. You have to look for yourself. That's the biggest advice that I can give. And I'm probably going to send the episode to her when it's out. But I do have a lot of that to thank to one of, if not my best friend. Her name is Mia. She was the one that came knocking on my not physical back door, but like my back door and was like,
oh, I
"Hey,
got you. I got
read
you.
this. Like it's not what you think it is. Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance, and if you don't like it, I'll
Mm,
shut up and leave you alone."
mm,
And miraculously and eventually for after months of her knocking on that back door, I actually picked up the Bible and was like, oh, okay, so much more sense.
mm.
But yeah,
And
she is a lot of the reason why I am back in a better place with my beliefs and my religion. But
wow.
she's also coincidentally one of the people who is one of my biggest writing inspirations because she herself is an author.
Really?
Yeah, she
Really? Okay. Tell me
she
more.
does a lot of fan fiction. But let me
Ooh,
look at this
okay.
real quick. She has She has a book on Wattpad that I think it was
Okay.
a Waddy's nominee, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Detective. If anybody out there is a Batman or DC fan, I encourage you highly to go read it because it is phenomenal.
Heck
So well
yeah.
written. Let's see how much. Where is this book at now? Because it's been out for a couple years.
Oh, snap.
This.
Okay.
It's about the twin sister of Clark Kent, who ends up being a detective who ends up falling for Bruce Wayne. It's great,
No. Oh my God.
but
Really?
like
Oh
it's
snap.
not. She's a Jess. Jess is a badass. Like I
Okay.
will be the first person to say Jess is a character that I mean, me and Mia have been friends since I think my sophomore year of high school. So we've been friends for a very long time. Um,
Beautiful.
I've seen this
Man.
character go from like early versions of the character to what she is now, and it just is
Beautiful.
the way that she depicts this character is phenomenal. It has two hundred
And, and you
eighty-three
say it's on
thousand reads.
where is it on?
Wattpad.
Wattpad. Okay. I
Yeah,
gotta make
it
a note of
has
Wattpad.
283,000 reads. Like, she does very well for herself when it comes to writing.
Whoa!
She's somebody that
Holy smokes!
helps me a lot when it comes to my style of writing and a lot of what I
Oh,
write now. Um, because originally the big book that got me into writing was a fan fiction. It was a DC Comics
hmm.
fan fiction that I was writing with her. Because it had her character Jessica in it, but it was I want to say 10 years after the original book, like not the original Superman sister book
Okay.
was
Okay.
took place. Because this is like the Detective is the 2000, I think, the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. It's based off of that.
Okay. It's the 2022 movie. Got it. Okay.
Yes. But
Okay.
Superman's sister is, I'm trying to think of what the cinematic universe is called. Hold on. Snyderverse Jessica.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh,
Man.
that's another thing that like she's somebody that I can continuously brag on because she's like a phenomenal writer. But beside the
Heck
point,
yeah.
it took I took her character and Bruce and I was like, okay, how can I make it new? So what I did was I took another character or another two characters and I was like, okay, what would the byproduct of these two characters look like?
Hmm.
So it's the son of Harley Quinn and Joker.
Oh Lord.
His name
Okay.
is Charles or Charlie Quinn because
That's creative.
it was just
That's
cute
creative.
at the time. Um,
That rolls off the
and
tongue really good. Charlie Quinn. Charlie Quinn. That
Charlie
rolls off
Quinn,
the tongue really. That's really
Charles
good.
Quinzel, yep.
Awesome.
He has gone through so many different iterations, so many different changes throughout the years, but
Mm.
he's another character that just on the lines of mental health goes through a lot.
Mm.
Um, he is when he was born, his mom gave him up for adoption because his dad
Oh
is
man.
the Joker.
Oh.
Um, kind of a
I can understand. I
psychopath that
understand that.
wants to kill him.
Ew.
So yeah, that's a
Gotta
big
do it.
plot for the
Gotta do it.
book. So, but even in the way that he came about and in conception was wild because
Mm.
the way that it happens is trigger warning. This is not a great topic to talk about, but Joker and it was an essay case.
Oh.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
so that's how he's brought about into the world, and then he comes out of it, goes into this orphanage, escapes the orphanage because it's a DC comic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a DC book. So he escapes and then
Yeah.
ends up getting pulled into this freaking child sex trafficking ring,
Oh God.
which that by itself is
Oh God.
So dark.
Oh yeah.
But there's a scene, I'm trying to remember which chapter, I think it's chapter 3 or 4, that he ends up, the way that this ring is operating is they kidnap these young kids and they bring them into this basement 3 at a time. And let's say, I think it was every week or every month, one of the two, they come down after however much time they've been coming down and doing unspeakable things. They pick one person and they say, okay, we're going to play a game. They grab the other two and tell the person that was picked, you're going to choose which one of these two has to die. And just so happens that Charlie is the one that has to pick which one of the two boys that he's stuck down here with has to die. So even in having to witness that it's so sad. But the relationships he has with these two characters, even though it's only for 2 chapters, it's so sad. But thankfully after that, Bruce comes in and kicks some ass and he's out. And even in that, it's him trying to find his place in the world and trying to realize that he's not his parents. He's intelligent as all hell.
Oh
But
yeah.
he's not his parents. He's not crazy or malicious, or he's such a sweet character. Chaotic as hell. But he's such a sweet character that there's so many iterations of him. There's one where I have him during I think it's a Brainiac invasion that I don't remember who I have his partner as in that version of the story. Oh, it is the son of Catwoman that they're together, and he ends up getting brainwashed by Brainiac and tries to attack Charlie. Charlie ends up having to kill him in self-defense. It's the one or the other. So I could go on and on and on about this character, but it originally stemmed from the Superman sister book series. And then there's I'm trying to think of what I have the server up. Hold on. You're in the server. Why can I not remember the name of the series? The Unseen series. Oh my God. I don't know how much of it I've sent to you, but I know you can see what's in the server. But that book it's something that I think for a very long time I didn't want to write because it was very raw. It's very real. It's a book that a lot of people, granted, I don't want anyone to ever have to go through what this character goes through. A lot of people relate to, sadly. And this main character grows up in this household that his dad is left when he was 1 or 2 because his mom is not a real great person, we'll put it that way. And his mom ends up falling into alcoholism, and once he turns, I think it's 15 or 16, ends up having to get a job to support both him and his mom because his mom can't keep a job. So it goes through this thing of like his self-worth is so low because he thinks that anybody who ever steps foot in his life is just going to leave. And so he becomes a very, not cold, but he doesn't trust anybody.
Gotcha.
I see a lot of myself in him and a lot of who I was in high school in him. Because I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I was the weird kid. I was the weird theater kid that nobody really wanted to hang out with. Until I found my people, of course. That was not until like sophomore year. But he just, that feeling of, okay, well, I don't want to get close to people because at the end of the day, they're just going to leave. And at the end of, or for, in my case, at the end of the day, I have to pick up and move in 3 years. So why try?
Good
And
point. Good point.
I still struggle with stuff like that now. And the thing of like, okay, well, this person could be telling me the truth, but like, what's the off chance that they're just gonna lie to me to get what they want and then leave?
Oof, yeah, I've dealt with those too.
Like,
Man,
what's the off chance that this person just wants something from me, and then
yeah.
whenever they get whatever they want, they
Mhm.
become mean and nasty? And I mean, because the reality of a lot of people's situation, it's a very real outcome.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, he deals with a lot of that. But once he gets to high school, he meets Colt, which is his love interest. And I've been writing
But you said
romance for
Colt
a
or
very
Cole?
long time. Colt, Kolt.
Okay. Colt.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like coat, but with an L.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but he meets Colt, which, Lord, this boy here, he's something. He's something.
Oh
Poor
Lord.
thing. He tries to help so much, and he cares so much, but this main character does not want it. Like, he's so past the point of broken that he doesn't know. There's a scene in the book where something happens and Colt goes and tries to like, hey, are you okay? Yada yada yada. And Eris is the name of the main character. Eris is like, I don't
Okay.
need your help. Get the fuck away from me. I don't need your help. Because for him, accepting help is like giving away control. And that, for me, giving away control, sometimes you have no control anywhere else. So the things that you can control, you hold on to so tight. And for
Oh
him, the one
yeah.
thing that he could hold on to was making sure that he was isolated from everybody and making sure that he wasn't the center of attention. But the instance that happens, I won't spoil it for if anybody who watches this, or if when the book comes out, if you want to read it, I don't spoil it. But
Can you give an estimate of time when a book comes out?
that is a real great question. I just started chapter 3, and it's
Okay.
I want to say 30 chapter book, so it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a
Okay.
while.
So we're gonna have to bring you back when you get closer
Oh
to.
yeah, no, 1000%.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
then,
Okay.
or if for whatever reason we do I'll have a little shameless little promo for the Weaver's Table, because that book right there.
How about we say that so we can have you and Augie on the show together?
Yes,
So
that
we
would be
yeah
awesome
yeah.
to
So
get us
we can
both on here to be able to talk about his
yeah
characters.
yeah. I would love to do that. It's funny you bring that up. I was actually going to talk to Augie about that. She doesn't even know that I was thinking about it, but it's actually really
Mhm.
interesting you brought it up. So now after we get off, we're gonna talk to Augie about it so we can schedule
We'll
you
have to
both.
talk to Augie
Yeah,
because that
fact,
book is another
fact.
book that you deal with so many different
So much, yeah.
mental health issues.
Yeah, I read part of it, and whew, you guys are Jesus. I can't wait to print this freaking book. Oh my god.
Because there's little things that I've even while editing through, I went to Augie and be like, "Hey, look, I have an idea. Feel free to tell me no. Like there's no offense taken if you tell me no. But there's been a couple little things here and there that have been like, hey, how do you feel about putting this here, or how do you feel about changing so it is this? Because there's a part of Lily's backstory that I talked to Augie and was like, hey, what if we change this so it's this? That way it benefits the story and it's so much darker. And it's gives this character so many more like layers of why she is like she is.
Yeah, would you like to edit my books?
I mean, send me anything you want and I can give you my honest opinion.
Sure.
But it
Wow.
just both the Weaver's Table series, Unseen series are projects that I'm so excited to see through and to finish.
Heck
Because
yeah.
the Unseen series, there's the first book that deals with Eris's social anxiety and his
Mm,
self-image, and for Colt a lot of his reputation and his um really his reputation and how he looks at himself, and like trying to find a balance in between, okay,
I
do I
know.
want to be this
I know that too well.
picture perfect picture perfect guy that's the
Mm,
star of the football team, is the very in shape, he's very good looking. Like I can't lie to you and tell you that he's good looking, because he's very good looking. Um, he is he has loving parents. He's grown up into a caring, sometimes cocky,
mm,
excellent young man, and
mm,
going from perfect to, okay, well now I'm in love with this guy, and it shatters that perfect image, because there's later on in the book, there's an instance with a person that he can choose that picture perfect life, or he can be the guy that he loves. And it's at the end of book one, and it's a very big deal at the end of book one. And then there's book two that still follows Eris and Colt, where you're dealing with Eris's home situation and Eris kind of learning to accept help and learning to let Colt in on his issues, and learning to not be so hard on himself, because poor thing, he does not give himself enough credit for the things that he does, because personally I don't think I could do half of the things that he does, because
mm,
he works almost a full-time job. He supports both
mm.
him and his mom. He keeps up with all of his homework and all of his schoolwork,
Oof.
and still has time for a relationship. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot.
dude.
That's a lot. Man, that is a
But
lot.
there's also all of that on top of all of the other drama and bullshit that goes on in his life, in
Mm,
this time of his life. It just it's those two books are great. And then there's also the prequel and the sequel, which is surrounding
so it's 4 books in all.
it's four books total. There's the
Hmm.
two, that's the main series, and then you
Okay.
have the prequel and sequel spinoff,
Oh.
which those are about um really the best friends of the two main characters, because you have I wanted to be able to represent a lot of different groups of people, because you have
Mm,
Eris and Colt, which is a gay couple. You have Trevor, who is Hispanic, and also his grandparents are Dominican immigrants,
mm,
which that's also a straight relationship.
mm.
And then there's Nola, who is Eris's mother figure, best friend, person, coworker. I don't
Got
know
it.
how to describe it. She kind of there. Um,
Got it. I got you. I'm following. Okay.
so her story is a sapphic love story, where it's her
Mm,
and her partner who is non-binary. She's feminine non-binary, or feminine non-binary. I'm sorry,
mm.
and
Got you. I got you.
that's just all of that on top of the representation for mental health and the representation for
Mm,
um, just a lot of things. It's a book that I really, or a book series that I really am like, okay, I want to be able to have these characters be something that people can look at and be like, okay, well, I look up to this character. Maybe not Eris's mom, but like I look up to these characters because they've gone through all of these things and they still come out on the other side and they're okay. And that's really the message of all of the books is no matter what you're going through, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always going to be maybe not a happy ending, but there's always going to be better out there for you as long as you push for it and you do the work and you want it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, this is something that my mom told me a long time ago. You can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. You really can't.
Yep. My mom told me the same thing too. Yep.
It's just that whole book series is it's very dark. It's very raw. It's very gritty. It's very real. And I think that for a long time, I didn't want to have to write that because writing was my way to escape life. I wrote all of the fluffy romance and all of the superheroes and fantasy because I have another book series that I have with a different friend. It's a fantasy series that is in the works. Still a lot of rough edges, but more info to come.
That's in a future episode, guys.
Yes. It is called Casualties of War. It's
that sounds deep. That sounds deep.
It's, how do I sum this up? Kind of medieval fantasy, but it's not quite as much magic and stuff like that. It's a lot of like royalties and like.
So kind of like Bridgerton?
No, yes, but older.
Oh, you talking about ancient medieval?
Yeah, think like knights, and sages, and that kind of thing.
You going back ancient, right? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now. Okay.
Because Lord,
because when you said royalty, I instantly went to Bridgerton. Then I was like, oh, you're going to the old school medieval.
Old. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you now. Okay.
It follows. If I could remember this character's name. Oh, Prince Lysander.
Okay.
Who his mom died in childbirth, and he ends up growing up with the captain of the guard, and the captain of the guard's daughter, who I love Rhiannon. She's such a complex character that she got it going on. She's very nice to look at.
It sounds interesting.
They grow up together, and at first they're best friends, but then Rhiannon starts to realize nothing she does catches her father's attention. Everything Lysander does is, oh, good job, Lysander. Good job, Lysander. Oh, you did such a good job. Thank you for trying. You did your best. But Rhiannon, it's work harder. That's not good enough. But it's a thing of, he gets that from the captain of the guard, but with his own father, he's ignored because he looks exactly like his mother. The biggest thing that I can say in this book series is it tackles a lot of grief, especially for Lysander and for Rhiannon and for a couple other characters that we won't disclose just yet because it's still a work in progress. But there's so much that goes on because at first Rhiannon's a villain, then she's not a villain, and then Lysander's the villain, and then Lysander, how do I put this? Lysander is a villain, but he doesn't realize it, type thing. Like, he tries to help his people. He tries to do what's right. But at the end of the day, he's very sheltered. And he believes that there's good, well, this is a bad way to believe, but there's good in everybody. And everything can be solved in a way that is not without casualty. But Rhiannon is the opposite. Rhiannon knows what's out there in the world. Rhiannon knows how scary the world is.
Yeah.
And the thing of, she kind of, they butt heads a lot. Towards the end of the series, they are a lot closer.
Okay.
But that's a relationship that's very rocky and very back and forth. But that's another, because you brought up fantasy earlier. I was like, I have to find a way to bring this up, because I know that it's something that I could definitely get feedback from you for in the future. I don't know if Augie told you about this. Did Augie tell you about the Kidnap Chronicles series?
I don't remember. That's a good. I have so many messages. I don't remember which ones is to which story. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
She
that's
tells me
very
a
bad.
lot, but she tells me a lot, so I'm like, I don't know which story she is coming from. So I'll say it's an 80% chance she probably
Okay.
did. I just don't know
So,
which story it was,
yeah,
because
that sounds about right.
literally my messages is a whole not even just a paragraph, it's paragraphs of a story she's telling me about. And I don't know if it's the Reaver's Table, if it's the Kidnap Chronicles, or if it's feedback that you sent her. Or
Yeah.
I was like, it's 80% chance you might have told me.
If it's not you, it's normally me she goes to. And I'm like, I don't know. Because there's so many book ideas, and there's so many books that me and Augie have had ideas for. And that's something that I really admire about Augie, is Augie can pull an idea out of nowhere. Where sometimes I might have to have a base thought and then trickle into an idea. No, Augie pulls out full fucking thought out ideas. And it's so easy to storyboard with Augie, because Augie is somebody who is very passionate about the things that they work on. And it's a quality that I adore in Augie. And Augie just has so much creativity and so much eagerness to work on these projects. And sometimes I'm kind of like, okay, hold on, pause, I need a break. I need to work on what I have first, so I can kind of organize my thoughts before I jump into something else. But the words,
I know.
great thing.
I know.
Wish I could use them.
I don't feel it.
The Kidnap Chronicles is a book series and musical. A lot of people I don't feel like a lot of people know that it's a musical too. It's a jukebox musical. But that me and Augie have been working on since.
Yep, I think she did tell me a bit about it, because you said musical. I think that's the one she did. Yeah, you said musical, so I think that is the one she mentioned to me too.
Yeah, we've been working on it for almost 3 years.
3 years, wow.
3 years. It's been a wild ride. The story has had so many versions, so many interpretations.
Wow.
Because originally, when we did it, there were 3 writers. The 3rd writer is no longer in me or Augie's lives. That is where we will leave that. But we had to take what we originally had, strip that character out, and then we had another person, I think it was my friend Mia, that came in to fill that spot. And then we're like, okay, great. Kept writing. then realized there's so much in here that we don't
Oh,
need.
and if your friend Mia likes to come on the show, she's more than welcome to as well
I'll
if she wants to.
definitely give her a shoot her a message and let her know, like, hey, if you want to come, and because she's working on. I like to brag on my friends.
Yeah,
That's
me
one
too.
thing that I can say
That's why I
that
created this.
I love bragging on all of my friends.
Heck yeah.
Because all of them are so fucking talented.
Hell yeah,
She's
that's
working
beautiful.
on a book series right now that is I don't know what this is called. I think it's technically a fan fiction of The Last of Us.
Really?
It's good. Like, it's so good. That's another one that's on Wattpad. Hold on. Let me just give her a little shameless promo. Her Wattpad is Mia_Rose240. If anybody wants to go read any of her books, because they're all phenomenal.
Heck yeah.
Um,
I mean, I love. I have to catch up on the Last of Us show. I haven't played the game, but I have to catch up on the show.
yeah.
I was like, that's gonna be
Because
interesting. Okay,
there's some parts of the book that are different to the show,
which makes
but
sense. Yeah.
it goes around this character that I won't give away too much information. Is
Like, elevator pitch, go.
married
Okay.
to what's his face,
Okay.
Joel, or
Okay,
was
Joel.
married to at one point, and then they broke up, and then now they're back together, and then they break up again, and then they're back together,
Gotcha.
and then you're also dealing with Ellie, and then another character that is, I won't disclose what his relation to any of the other characters are. That has a whole lot of drama that comes into the story.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
it it's so
Mm.
good. Like, personally, I don't read a whole lot of stuff like that. It's great. I just don't personally find myself gravitating towards it, but it's so good. She does that. She works on obviously DC Comics. I think she
Mhm.
has one that is Transformers,
Ooh. Okay.
if I'm thinking correctly. I have her. That's what I have pulled up here is her Wattpad. She has that. She has her
Ah,
own
nice.
original work. She has some Star Wars stuff.
Even Star Wars. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
she is somebody that I can get onto a call with, and we can have a whole 5-book series planned out by the end of the call, and it's only 2 hours. And it's just putting together small pieces at that point
That's a
and
good
writing.
freaking relationship right there. Heck yeah.
That's how I am with Augie too. We can sit there and plan out a whole 3-book series
Mhm.
at the drop of a hat and be like, okay, now all we got to do is write it now. It's good in theory, but in execution, it is sometimes not the greatest because we have at least
Yeah.
3-book series is that we're like, ooh, we ain't never finished that. Whoops.
Yeah, the execution always the craziest part of the
Yep.
journey. Oh my god.
But
Wow.
with Kidnap Chronicles,
Mhm.
that because there's a third writer, but not quite because it's a spin-off prequel.
Okay.
Because there's the main book, which I'm
Mhm.
sure you've heard about, but for the people who don't know, it is about this girl named Diana who gets kidnapped by her biological father, who then Ari, who is Augie's character, then comes to Quinn, my character, and is like, okay, this bitch is gone. Like, we don't know where the fuck she is. We
Mhm.
gotta find her because, I mean, you don't really want people going missing and never coming back.
Yeah.
So you go through the story and they start kind of figuring things out, but it's also a thing of like they're going through their own shit at the same time. Because Quinn, again, is another character that has a lot of mental health issues.
Mm.
It's just a reoccurring theme for a lot of my characters that they're just traumatized. But aside the point, so they're going through the motions, getting like solving it, and then Quinn gets kidnapped by the same dude.
Oh,
Find out after Quinn is kidnapped, it's his biological father that we just didn't know about up until this point.
uh-oh.
Because originally his dad died when he was young, or the man that he
Oh.
called his dad.
Oh.
And it's not something that's a secret.
Okay.
It's kind of mentioned throughout the book that his
Got
dad
it.
is dead. But Diana is in love with Quinn's brother, or Quinn's older brother, Nick.
Oh boy.
He is very angry, to say the least, because now they have his girlfriend and his brother. So then, shortly after that, because Nick is now working with Ari to kind of figure this all out, and Rowan is Ari's partner, which Rowan is the character that the prequel is based around. Because Rowan's had a rough life. I'll put it that way, without giving too much
Got it.
information.
Oh,
Rowan's had a rough life. So, because Quinn is really the only person that Rowan has left. Because Quinn and Rowan have been friends since kindergarten. But now they're all trying to find Quinn and Diana. And then Ari gets kidnapped. So now all three siblings that don't know their siblings, well, Ari and Diana know their siblings, but they don't know Quinn is their brother, are now kidnapped by their biological father and their deranged aunt who orchestrated everything. But there's a thing that happens towards the end of the book that I won't disclose because it's a big spoiler. Happens, and they all get out, as they should. And I think the last chapter in the book is the court scene where they're kind of recalling. It's coming back into it like they're recalling the events of the book. And kind of having like that, okay, we've told the story, now we're coming into the court case where we've all told our side of the story. And we see Beckham, who is Quinn's love interest. We have Nick and Rowan, and it's a really hard scene to write, which it's majority of it's written. We have little pieces here and there written for each chapter, because the way that we work sometimes is out of order. But
Gotcha. Okay.
I find as a writer, sometimes that helps is to write the pieces that you have and you have down. That way, all you're doing is filling in gaps. And you're
same way. Yeah.
putting those either filler chapters or smaller events in between. But back to the other thing. But that there's a lot of things that go on. And I won't speak for Ari because that's Augie's character. But for Quinn is Quinn's an SA survivor. He is also a recovering alcoholic at 18. Or no, not 18. 21.
Okay.
At 21. He is a SA recovering alcoholic because he hasn't had a bad life. Let me put it that way. But he's had a difficult past 2, 3 years. 4 years. Is it 4? Whatever.
It's been a couple years. It's been a couple years.
A couple years. And he comes out of it. And during the main book, he also kind of falls back into that habit of, okay, well, things are really bad right now. I'm gonna have a little drink.
Mm.
And then that escalates. But he also is trying to figure out his relationship with Beckham now too, because in the beginning of the book they're not together.
Mm.
But it's a thing of now he's trying to figure out his relationship with Beckham, and that's a whole thing. Which they also have. I think there's what, 4 books? I could be wrong. 4? Yes. There's 3 main books and then 1 book that kind of covers everything, which is
Okay.
the way that we have that formatted is so cool. It's Ari's diary entries for all
Okay.
of the series, which, or at least
Hmm.
for the last 2 books, and then the prequel Ari story.
Gotcha.
And then you have Quinn and Beckham's book after the Kidnap Chronicles. And then you have Rowan's book before the Kidnap Chronicles, which is so good, but it's so dark. So Quinn kind of pops in and out of that book. He's kind of just the character that's there, but not really an important part of the story.
Okay. Gotcha.
Um, but it's about this serial killer that is coming through this college and, well, killing people, obviously. But the Rowan's friend group, other than I think maybe 2 people, gets massacred one by one. One of which being Rowan's girlfriend before Ari
Oh
and
boy.
Rowan's twin sister. So that's what I mean by Rowan. Rowan has had a rough life, and there's oodles
Jesus.
of backstory before that
Hmm.
for Rowan. That is like, because Rowan and what's this character's name? Rowan and twin sister were in the
Mm.
foster care system. Rowan and it's gonna piss me off that I can't remember this character's name. What is this character's name? We'll call her Skylar for now, because I know that's not her actual name, but
Mm.
we'll call her Skylar for now. Rowan and Skylar are like just rough life. Rowan also was in with Nick and his friends, which were not a real great influence and got her into a lot of drugs and partying and drinking at a very young age. And then the only person that she really had other than her sister after her sister died was Quinn. So that's kind of
Wow.
how it comes into that. But
Hmm.
it's for her mental health journey is woof. It's bad. Like, she has gone through, she's the type of character that she's punch first, ask questions later. She's a very, I wouldn't say angry character, but she's very guarded, very, I want to say angry, but she's not angry. She's just very aggressive in everything she does. Aggressive optimism, aggressive protection, aggressive anger sometimes. And
Mm.
she's the type of character that says she does not care when she cares so much
Mm-hmm.
that it just, her story and Quinn's story and what Ari's story too is just, there's a lot in that book series that is, it's so awesome to get to write and to get to process through. And we actually have a first draft of recordings for the musical. I don't know if Augie told you that, but
I don't think so.
we're trying to,
Or like I said, it's 80% chance you probably did. It's just a lot of messages. I just don't know where it
yeah,
goes to. So.
but we are working on getting another cast recording out, like the official off Broadway cast recording. But and getting
Beautiful.
that story out there, even in a different format and
Dude, that's
condensed a
beautiful.
lot more than because right now, as of right now, it's really just a concept album, kind of
Okay.
having these songs that tell the story but not quite give away everything. And we have
Mm.
an awesome cast that we have right now that is we're all working on it. But yeah, that's along the lines of writing most of my big projects that I'm working on. There's a lot of other
Beautiful.
smaller projects that I just have worked on periodically. There's only a really other one project that I can say that I've actively worked on for a very long time that I haven't really picked it up in a very long time.
Mm.
Which is my original writing work that I started my junior year, which
Wow.
was over 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Because it was no, it wasn't junior. Yes, it was. It was December of 2020 that I started it, and it's still being written. Because I mean, a lot changes in 5 years. Got to edit
True.
through everything again and
True.
finish
True.
writing it. But it is a office romance. That's
Office romance?
romance. Romance is always going to be the one thing that I always
Is it an
am.
office romance?
Yes, office
Office.
romance.
All right.
It's about this guy named Holden who ends up working for this company, and he originally is hired on as I think a financial advisor or something like that. I don't remember what I have in there. It's been a hot minute since I've opened the doc. Period.
I got
Um,
you. Got you.
yeah,
Okay.
it's you probably know how it is. You have one project that you work on for a long time, and then you pick up something else, and it kind of just gets lost along the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
If only if you could see my laptop.
yeah, that's about how my Google Docs
Mm.
looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have like I
Between
have
comic scripts and novels.
yep,
And I'm actually going to work on my first. I'm writing my first play too.
that's awesome.
So
Mm,
I told Augie that I'm writing my first play because I want to challenge my writing,
mhm.
and I'll let
It's
her read it when I
it's
finish it.
that medium is so hard to
I'll probably
write.
let you. I'll probably have you read it too because y'all are the theater people. I'm not.
Yeah,
I was like, y'all know how this format is. I was like, I'm going to send it. I'm going to
it's
send people I trust that know theater
yeah,
more than I do because this is
yeah.
my first time writing a play.
Mhm,
So I'm going to send it to her and you, or
mhm.
I send it to her and she send it to you. Either way, you're going to get it. But
I'm gonna get it eventually.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, the theater scripting is
it's a beast. I read
it's
play. I read play scripts before, so I know it's a beast. It's a
because not
beast.
only do you have to think about like, okay, this is the story, but how are these
Mhm.
actors going to portray the story? How are the actors
Oh
going
wow.
to read the lines? How like it's a
Well,
lot
that
more
part
than
I didn't know. Like that part I didn't
yeah. That there's so much that goes into it.
know.
I'm sure you
Sure.
know, like there's so many different variables that you have to think about, especially when writing something like that. That
Uh,
once the script's done, that's the first part.
that yeah, that's
From
just
there,
part
it
one
only
of
gets more
the
complicated.
process.
Because you have to think about set design after that. You have to think about costumes. You have to
Oof.
think about like what kind of people do you want to play these characters, like,
Yeah.
and then after all of that creative decision is done, now you have casting that you have to worry about. You have um
Oh yeah.
actually setting up the stage and getting that ready, and then rehearsals and showtime.
Oh yeah. Man. All right.
Musicals
So
are the
and
same, except you're writing music, and that's so much harder than anything I've ever
so
tried. That
oh
is
man.
why we did a jukebox musical because I cannot write original music. I've tried and failed many times.
Oh god. All right.
Oh,
Man, this has been a heavy topic. So in the spirit of spooky season, do you
yes.
have like your top? go-to movies you like to watch during spooky season? Top three
Yes.
or five? Go. Rapid fire.
Five would
Let's go.
probably be easier. Five would
Okay.
probably be easier.
Okay. Okay.
Coraline is definitely one that I always go back to.
Wow, I love
Um,
Coraline. I freaking love Coraline. I barely hear anybody say Coraline. I freaking love Coraline.
yeah, Coraline is not one that a lot of people talk about, but they should.
It's so
I
freaking
won't
good.
lie to you.
Oh my
When I was
god.
younger, it used to scare the shit out of me,
Me too.
but I love it now.
Yo, yeah, me too.
Coraline is one.
Okay, that's
Halloween
one.
Town, the whole Halloween Town series.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm currently watching it now. What? Yes.
Those Twitches is another one. I was a big Disney Channel
Oh
kid.
my god,
This
yes.
is
Are we
another
are
one.
we are we meant to be best friends? Because you keep naming my freaking movies, dude.
Maybe, maybe. The Saw
Oh,
series, because you gotta love a good gore movie.
yes, yes.
That's number four. What would number five be? Because I have like two different ones that I could think of. Um,
5 and 6.
Five and six. Um, Honestly, just any classic horror movie like Chucky or what was that one horror movie that I watched the other day?
Oh,
Uh, oh, Truth or Dare. Truth or
which one?
Dare.
Which
The
one?
old one. The old one, not the new one. The old one with
The sci-fi version from
the which one?
27. The sci-fi one from 2017.
I know who's in it. What's her face? It has the guy that played Zig from Degrassi and the girl who plays what's her face? I think Cassandra or something like that. She
Oh,
Making
what's
It
his name?
Break It and in
What's
Teen
his name?
Spirit.
Zach. What's his name? Zach.
Zig, the actor.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't
I mean,
know. I think it is the
I know. I
27.
mean, what's like? I know which one you're talking about because you said Degrassi, so I know which one you said.
That one. Um,
So yeah, I was right. You were talking about the sci-fi, the sci-fi
yes,
version.
that one's really good. And then they have it's actually an anime. It's really, really dark.
Ricardo, that's his name. Ricardo.
Yes, Ricardo.
Ricardo.
He
Yeah,
love him as an actor. Um,
yeah. The 2017 that came
yep.
on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yep.
Like, and the newer one is okay. It's just not as good as the old one.
It's funny.
Like
They came out a year apart. That's the funny part. They
yeah,
came out a year apart. So
the
yeah,
Lucy Hale one was okay. Like
yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
blow me away, but it was just okay.
I agree.
Um,
But I did like. I kind of did like the smile when they
mhm,
shut the. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually pretty funny.
it was.
Yeah.
Number six.
Speaking of
Oh,
smile, I love
anime.
smiling 1 and 2. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. Sorry.
No, you're good. What is this anime's name? Because I just got introduced to it recently. Oh, it's called Corpse Party.
Corpse
It
Party.
is about a ghost
Corpse Party.
that dies in this school, and you can have this. You do this ritual that brings you to the underground version of the school, and
Mhm.
it's this group of kids that are trying to get back to the real world, where a bunch of them end up not making it back, and it's the story itself is so good, but it's gory, it's creepy, it's got that chilling feeling. It just is. It's so good. It's only
Yeah.
what,
4 episodes.
hour and a half long for four
Yeah.
episodes. Have
Yeah.
to watch it on
I just looked
YouTube.
it up. Corpse Party Tortured Souls. I just looked it up.
Yep.
4 episodes. It
It was
looked good.
originally a game, but
I see
um,
that. Okay.
yeah, that
Okay.
one's really good too.
Are you a Five Nights at Freddy fan?
I know the story. I just never played the games.
I was talking about the movies. I wasn't talking about the games. I was talking about the
Oh, I
movies.
haven't watched the movies yet.
Oh wow. I'm like, check out
I
the
haven't.
first one. The second comes out in December, but check out the first. I would love to get your thoughts on it.
I'll
I'm
definitely
like,
let you
I
know.
played the game and love the movie, so I'm like, I would love to get your thoughts on it.
I want to see them do. I don't know if you know what this game, if you've seen the playthroughs of this game, but I would love for them to try and adapt Doki Doki Literature Club into a movie or a TV show, because I think
I've
the
never heard
concept
that
is
one.
so cool. It's
Yeah, I've never heard
about
that one.
it's a psychological horror dating simulator
Oh,
where you go through the game and you're trying to date these girls, but at the end of the first part of the game, one of them dies. And then
damn.
in the second part of the game, it technically
Okay.
restarts, so to speak, but it's
Oh,
without this character. And it's like glitching around where the character was. But
bruh.
basically, throughout
That
the course
sounds
of
like
the
that
game,
would be a good movie or TV
this
show.
one girl is self-aware and is hacking into the coding of the game and changing certain traits of the girls to where one of them, all three of the other girls end up dying. So one ends up hanging herself because she heightens her depression. One ends up
Mm.
stabbing herself out of obsession, and then the other one, I don't remember what she heightens, but she snaps her own neck and runs at the camera. But she like the game itself is so good. I've played it multiple times, but it's a good game for anyone that wants to get into psychological horror but isn't looking for something that's going to be like, oh, that's fucked up. But like it's a good intro game.
I'm about to check that out. I'm gonna check that out.
I
Nice.
think the best person who does a playthrough of it is Bijou Mike, if I'm thinking correctly, if
Mm.
that's his name. But yes, he does a good playthrough of it. But yeah,
Nice. Okay.
yes.
All right. So we got the movies. What about a potential horror show that you like to watch? Like
Ooh.
supernatural horror, psychological horror, horror comedy. Like
Um,
we can go old school, even
that's
like
hard.
yeah.
Ooh, okay. There is a show. It's kind of like a teen horror drama type thing. It's called
Mm.
Light as a Feather, where like this girl and her group of friends all play Light as a Feather, and then
Wait a minute. I just started watching it. I know what you're talking about. I just started
dude,
watching it.
it's so good. It's so
Just
good. Be careful, it ends on a cliffhanger.
okay. Good to know. Um.
It's so good though.
Oh
Oh, and Scream Queens. Scream Queens is another good one.
yeah. That's what. Was that with Jamie Lee Curtis? No.
Yes.
Wait, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That's
Jamie
what.
Lee
And
Curtis
Ariana Grande.
and
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. I'm like, it's been a while. It's been a while since I watched it. Like,
Ooh,
my
okay. Alternate question for you.
okay.
What is your favorite, if you've watched it, American Horror Story season?
First time I've actually been asked that. It's the only thing I just started watching the show like two
Mm,
years ago. Like 2 years ago, I literally just started watching. You're the first person to ever asked me that.
so
My
good.
favorite is the first season.
Mm,
Uh, is that Coven?
no, that
No,
is, I think, Murder House.
my bad. Which one was Coven?
Coven is 3, but
My
coincidentally, that
bad.
is also my favorite season.
My bad. Three is my favorite. well, so I keep getting mixed up. Three is my favorite. Then is
I love
Coven. If I
what
if
they
I
did.
if I like pick like my most favorite and like in orders like Coven, Murder House,
Hmm.
Hotel,
Hmm.
gosh, um, Asylum. Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Uh, Asylum. Roanoke. What's it
Roanoke?
called? Roanoke.
Hmm.
Um,
Apocalypse is really good too, but that one's a continuation
that
of Coven.
that yeah. I mean that's the other Apocalypse Freak Show, 1984.
Hmm.
I didn't watch the delegate. I didn't watch that
Yeah,
season.
the one with what's her
Kim
face?
Kardashian. I didn't. I
Yep.
didn't watch that one. When I heard Kim was in it, I wasn't interested. I'm gonna be honest. I was.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of projects that she's a part of that are real great. Um,
But I haven't. But
but
I might still check it out because I still like the series, so I might check it out.
yeah, there
Freak
is
Show. It took me a
also.
minute to get into Freak Show because Freak Show is kind of
Mhm,
boring to me a bit.
mhm. I
But
like
yeah,
what they did in that season with. I think that's Freak Show. I could be wrong. With when they have, I'm trying to think of what her actor's name is. She plays Cordelia too. What's her face?
Cordy. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. I suck at names. Dang it.
You know
Let
who
me
I'm talking about,
Google.
though. She plays
I literally see her face.
Sarah Paulson. That is her name.
Yeah, I mean,
When
I
they have Sarah
cannot.
Paulson,
I love Sarah Paulson. My God, I love her.
they
My
have Sarah
God.
Paulson playing the two-headed girl. I love what they
Yeah.
did with that storyline and
Oh,
having one of
I
the
think that was
heads
the
snap
best part of the
off.
show. Yeah, that was the best part of the show, honestly. About that season, that was the best part. And I love how it was practical effects too. It wasn't CGI.
Hmm.
When I
Hmm.
found out that was practical effects, I was like, no wonder it looks so freaking real. Because
Hmm.
that was insane.
It
Oh my
was.
lord. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Or I love how they took for Coven. They took a lot
Uh
of real Louisiana lore and
wait, what?
adapted it to the show. Yeah, Madam, what's her face? Something Lalaurie.
Uh-huh.
That's a real person. That was a real situation.
I did not know that whatsoever.
Granted,
Wait,
she never came back to life. When she died, she died.
yeah.
But that was a real situation.
Holy smokes. Wow.
Madame Delphine Lalaurie. Yep, that is a real person.
Wow.
Um, that's that she's a real person. And then just some of
Wow.
like the excuse me,
You're good.
Louisiana folklore with voodoo and Papa Legba and
I knew about
that
that. I
was
knew about Papa Legba in the voodoo. I knew about that in Louisiana.
yep, yep. That was
Wow.
that season was so fun to watch because I was like, hey, I know about that. That's not the right way. That's not what it actually is, but that's interesting
Right, man.
because you it was a really great spin on New Orleans and Louisiana culture.
Mm, wow. My go-to movies I watch pretty much year round, honestly. It's not even just
Mhm.
October. Halloween, of course. That's
Ooh.
obvious.
Mhm.
Um, um, really is the movie Split with James McAvoy. I love going back to that movie because I got inspired because I'm actually writing my own story with that type of concept.
Mhm.
Um, Conjuring.
Mhm.
I just saw the last one.
I
It was
haven't
pretty
seen it
decent.
yet. I haven't seen it yet, and I've been
Uh,
itching to watch it.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. My friend gave it a 10 out of 10, but I gave it a 7 out of 10. Um,
Yeah. What was the
it
last
does, but people said it's slow, but it was slow it was slow for a reason because it's
one? Mhm.
storytelling wise, it actually made sense why it was slow, and it does take a bit of time to get to them to get to the family they have to help.
Mhm.
But then again, it makes sense. But I still had fun. I still had fun watching it. Um,
Mhm.
so I hope you like it. Look forward to hearing your thoughts about it.
I'll
Insidious,
definitely let you know what my thoughts are.
Insidious, yeah. Like so, and another one's Insidious. Um,
Ooh, those are
yeah,
good movies.
those are really good. I was like,
What about
granted, I didn't really like the last one because it didn't really feel like Insidious. It just felt
no,
like
it did.
they just threw it together just to
Mhm.
make it.
Yeah, kind of like beating a dead horse
Yeah,
is what it felt like.
basically. I was like, yeah.
They definitely could
Um,
have like tacked on 30 minutes to the movie before and wrapped everything up.
yeah,
But not
thank you, thank you. And even if I go back like old school, I would like watch The Thing, um, even Scream,
bruh. Anytime
Night.
I Scream, all I think of is Scary Movie.
Me too. Every time. I love the first two scary movies every single time.
Dude,
My God, I'm so excited for Scary Movie 6, man. Oh my God, I'm so stoked.
this is gonna be
And
great.
oh yeah, and Nightmare on Elm Street, man. I love my
Hmm.
Freddy Krueger, man. Dude, such a Robert Englund, such a legend,
Hmm.
man. I wish we had a Freddy versus Jason sequel. Man, I wish they moved forward with it, man. That would have been awesome. And on the TV shows, Teen Wolf from 2011, uh, Vampire Diaries originals,
Hmm. Hmm.
um, Supernatural.
Hmm.
Um, I'm sorry. Back to movies. Halloween Town, Twitches. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Under
Yes.
Wraps. I mean, Under Wraps.
Ooh, I forgot
Uh,
about that one.
yeah.
There's
Um,
another one. What is
even
it
the
called?
Phantom in the Phantom in the Megaplex. You know that one?
There's another Disney Halloween movie. I can't remember what it's called. Something in the Cabinet of Souls. It's an R.L. Stein Disney movie.
Oh, Hunting. I know you're talking about Hunt something. Cabinet of Soul.
I'm gonna Google
Hunt.
it because it's gonna bother me if I can't figure it out.
Oh, Monsterville, Cabinet of
Yes,
Souls. I got it. Yeah, Monsterville, Cabinet of Souls.
either
Oh my God,
that
yes.
or it's a newer Halloween Disney movie, but Girl versus Monster.
Yeah,
That one
I
was
love that one.
interesting.
Huh?
The concept that they had for that was interesting.
Yeah, I love that one too, man. When I tell you, when I
But I
was a kid
also
watching that
like
movie, I really loved it. I love that one too. Yeah.
that one. I liked the message behind it too, of like
Yeah.
facing your fears and not letting them paralyze you and that
Hmm.
type of thing. Because it's
I was
weird
kind
to
of,
have a message like that
and
in a
I,
Disney movie, like in a
yeah,
horror movie or a
yeah,
scary movie.
right.
You
And
know,
when they ended it like it was gonna be a sequel, so I was kind of sad they didn't make a sequel to it. I'm like, man,
it would have
sorry,
been fun to
bro.
have a sequel and kind of
It really would have.
see the main character after she
Yes.
starts
Yes.
ghost hunting and stuff like that.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. I can go on about TV shows and stuff. But that's like my main ones I still watch till
Hmm.
today. I'm literally rewatching Teen Wolf right now because I freaking
Hmm.
love it. Hell, I'm rewatching
I
Vampire Diaries and Legacies and Originals.
I
Um,
just started like my seventh or eighth rewatch of the Vampire Diaries.
I'm, I'm just about my seventh or eighth week watching. Each time it's so good, and like it, I was like, my
Hmm.
sister got me into this, so I was like, it's really good. It's really good storytelling.
And you find something
Um,
like you realize something new every
each
time you rewatch
time,
it.
every single time, I was like, I don't remember that watching it the first time. I was like, oh snap! It's like, so
Or like
yeah,
scenes you didn't remember that you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
yeah. And I'm like, I forgot Tyler had an uncle that was a first that told him about the curse. I was like, oh shoot, and it's the guy from
Oh,
Chicago Fire.
makes
I
it.
was like,
It's,
holy smokes! Oh
yeah. His uncle told him about the curse. And then,
yeah,
um, what scene was it
man.
yesterday? And I was like, oh my god, I forgot this happened. Oh, Tyler in the trunk of Damon's car.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
Or
god.
anything with the armory. I forget that the armory even exists.
Right. Oh my god. Man,
Or
such
really
great
anything
time.
after that no, sixth season? Yes. Anything after the sixth season is kind of fuzzy. Because Elaine is not in
Yeah.
it. So
Because
it
Elena,
really,
yeah,
it's not,
she was the heart of the
it was
show.
still good. It was still good. It just was
Yeah.
not the
The
same.
same.
The
Yeah.
route they took with the sirens, though, was interesting.
It was. I agree. I agree. It was. Wow. I mean, we can talk about this all day, but
Oh, yeah. That's a whole different
but
episode.
right. But I try to do this thing. I keep forgetting to do it in some episodes where if you're a wrestling fan, I got this idea inspired from a podcaster named Chris. I keep forgetting his
Mhm.
name. He does this thing where you name three things that you're like grateful and thankful for,
Mhm.
and so like what's like your three things that you're very thankful and grateful for?
Um, number one, first and foremost, friends and family. That will always be the thing that I am the most thankful for because they are my biggest supporters. That is first and foremost the biggest thing that I'm thankful for. Um, Number two would probably be um probably how much representation in newer movies and stuff that we're starting to see. And it's a weird thing to be thankful for, but like just to have that representation is something that I'm like that's so freaking awesome. Um Number three, um I don't know, just good health and
That's a good
being
one.
here
That's a good one.
and having and being in a more financially stable place. That's it. Oh, number four would be Wellbutrin because Wellbutrin saves lives. That's thank you and good night.
One, I'm grateful for family and friends as well. Especially Augie, and fun
Hmm.
getting to meet you.
Hmm.
And thank you for your time for coming on.
Of course.
Two, I'm thankful for creativity and just having a
Hmm.
blast with your imagination and
Hmm.
just being able to storytell. And three, I'm alive. I can
Yep.
breathe. I'm healthy.
Yep.
And do you have like social pages we can like follow you on, or if
Um,
we want to see check out your work that you're working on?
let's see. I have my Discord, which I add pretty much anybody. Is the Loopster? It's spelled TheLuksterr. So three R's at the end. Um, I have. I really don't use a whole lot of social media. I'll be so honest. Um, my TikTok, which is EricQ03, and my Wattpad, which is that's where a lot of my work is going to be. It is. If I could find my username, that'd be great. It's EricQ_03.
And you can find me on Instagram at I am Kevin Davis Official and Kevin New Bridge actually, because that's my other Instagram. And I also have my other business Instagrams tagged in my main Instagram bio. YouTube at Kevysie Entertainment, TikTok, Kevysie Studios. And this has been another episode, a wonderful episode with the great friend Luka on Kevin New Bridge podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. Over and out.
Yeah.